Hey everyone, welcome back to Husband Wife Outdoor Life with Matt and Ashley.
As some of you know, we're going to be taking a trip to Isle Royale National Park, and that's coming up soon. We're going to be there for 10 days, 9 nights, and this is our meal prep video.
So we hope you enjoy. So a couple considerations we had when making this meal plan. You can only buy food at Rock Harbor and Wendigo, and because we're doing an end-to-end hike, we will not be able to resupply.
And a second consideration is we are going to take the seaplane this year versus the ferry, so we cannot pack our stove fuel for the trip over. We have to buy it there in Rock Harbor when we land.
This is going to be a multi-part series, and to start with, we're going to be talking about our breakfast plan.
Most important meal of the day.
So the core of our breakfast system is basically instant oatmeal, but because if you guys have watched a lot of our videos, we eat this a lot, we've decided to spice it up on this trip. So we have one oatmeal per person per day, but this year we're adding Carnation Breakfast Essentials. We have a couple different flavors, we're really excited about that. And we have a couple different varieties of dehydrated fruit to go with it. And then of course, we have one coffee per person per day, and we have 3 emergency coffees per person per trip, just in case we want a second cup.
This here is unprepared, so it's not ready yet for our food bag. We're going to repackage everything in a Ziploc. So we're going to get a couple quick weights so you guys have an idea of how much food we're actually carrying and how much it'll weigh in your pack. So the first item up is a Starbucks instant coffee. That's the Via brand. We have a number of different flavors, but they all weigh the same. And as you can see, this one is 0.14 ounces. And in grams, 3 grams. Next up is the Carnation Instant Breakfast Essential. This particular one weighs 1.34 ounces, or in grams, 38 grams. And last but not least, the oatmeal weighs 51 grams, or 1.79 ounces. And now we're going to start the repackaging. So you can eat your oatmeal right out of the oatmeal packet. You can just pour your water right in there. It is doable. It's possible. However, since we're mixing stuff in, we are going to put it right in the Ziploc baggie. And I find these are a lot easier to eat out of than this. And another reason is we've already found one with a hole in the corner and it was leaking all over, and I don't really want that to happen in my food bag for a 10-day trip. So we're just going to secure everything in a Ziploc baggie.
So now we are repackaged and ready to go. We ended up doing about 1/8 of a cup of just this bag of fruit for each one. We wanted to add flavor but not extra weight.
Yep, gives us a little variety without carrying a ton of extra food. We did put everything in a pint-sized freezer Ziploc baggie, and we specifically used the freezer because we want to be able to add hot water to the baggie. You can eat the oatmeal both hot and cold. It rehydrates just fine and instantly. We use the pint size because it's the smallest of the freezer bag brand that I could find. We did not add the carnations to the baggies yet, and that's because I like to use half in my coffee and half in my oatmeal. So I just didn't want to repackage all of that ahead of time.
Thank you guys for watching, and we hope that this helps you guys plan when you do breakfast for different trips.
Stay tuned for our next segment on Isle Royale meal prep planning. You forgot my line.
Red leather, yellow leather.
Oh, finger guns. I always do the finger guns.
This ending is a disaster.
For our next segment.
How now, brown cow?
What the?